Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
प्यारे बाप दादा के मिलन की इस सीजन में 1 फरवरी के टर्न में गुजरात के भाई बहनों का
It's the turn of Gujarat's brothers and sisters
तो आए हुए सभी गुजरात के
to serve
सेवाधारी भाई बहनों का इस मधुबन घर में हम हार्दिक
for the Milan, which is going to happen on 1st February 2026. So we extend a warm welcome to all of you.
आज हम सभी सुनेंगे 27 जनवरी 2026 की मुरली।
Let's listen to the Murli of 27th January 2020.
में बाबा ने हमें
In today's elevated versions,
सावधान किया
Baba draws our attention towards
हमें कैसे मिल करके
how should we get along
सेवा करें।
and do service based on Srimad.
कभी भी अलग-अलग ग्रुप नहीं बनाने।
We shouldn't make different groups.
हर कमेटी जो सेवा की बनाए उसमें बहनों को निमित्त
So whatever committees which are made, you must make the sisters as the trustees.
सेवा करेंगे
How much service
पर इससे बाबा का रोशन
which may be done by using the dictates of our own mind.
तो अपने
With this kind of service, we can't glorify Baba's name, so we shouldn't be under the arrogance that.
से प्यार माना बाबा की मुरली हमें
So, if we have love for Baba, we must listen to Baba's Murli daily. We must read.
हमें अपना टाइम जरमुई जंगमुई
We shouldn't waste our time in gossips
पर चिंतन
or
में
thinking about others.
नहीं करना है। तो सुनते हैं पूरी ही मुरली
So, let's listen to the entire Murli.
बार पर चलाई है
This Murli was
और बहुत सारे
it was spoken for this Brahmin family where a lot of directions have been given.
बाबा की डायरेक्ट महावाक्य सुन
Let's listen to the direct elevated versions of Baba.
दादा कहते हैं
So the essence, sweet children, follow Srimad at every step.
कदम कदम श्रीमत पर चलो नहीं तो माया
Otherwise, Maya will make you bankrupt.
निकाल देगी। आँखें
Your eyes deceive you a great deal. And you must therefore be very cautious about them.
हाल करो मुरली का
Question:
प्रश्न है किन बच्चों से
which children are made to perform sinful actions by Maya,
कर्म कराती है
and which children become obstacles in the yajna?
यज्ञ में विघ्न रूप कौन है
Answer:
उत्तर है
those who have their own arrogance are made to perform many sinful actions by Maya.
उत्तर है जिन्हें अपना अहंकार रहता है
Those who have arrogance, they don't even study the Murli.
माया बहुत विकर्म कराती है ऐसे
by making them make such mistakes.
मिथ्या अहंकार वाले मुरली भी नहीं पढ़ते.
So Baba says those who have arrogance, they don't even study the Murli.
ऐसी गफलत
By
करने
making them make such mistakes,
माया
Maya slaps them and makes them worth not a penny.
वर्थ नॉट ए पेनी बना देती है. यज्ञ में
Those who gossip
रूप वो हैं
and have rubbish in their intellects,
जिनकी बुद्धि में जरमुई जगमुई
they become obstacles in the yajna.
माना पर
They always think about others.
रहती हैं.
Those habits are very bad.
ये बहुत खराब आदत है जो आपस में मिलकर निमित्त आत्माओं की ब्राह्मण परिवार की
Those who get together and they get into the topics of yours and mine, such souls become obstacles in the yajna.
ओम शांति.
Om Shanti.
बच्चों
The Father has explained to you, spiritual children, that
समझाया हुआ है.
you definitely have to sit here with the thought that
यहाँ तुम बच्चों को इस
the one is the Father, Teacher, and the Supreme Guru.
जरूर बैठना होता है कि ये बाप भी हैं, टीचर भी हैं, सुप्रीम गुरु भी हैं.
You also realize that by remembering the Father, you will become pure and then go to that pure land.
समझना
It's about,
दूसरा
the first stage is about understanding, the second stage is about realizing.
गहराई से रियलाइज कर
So it's about realizing the core aspects of this knowledge. So you also realize that by remembering the Father, you will become pure and you will go to that pure land.
पहुँचेंगे. बाप ने
The Father has explained that you came down from that pure land.
प्रधान से ही हम तुम नीचे उतरे हो. पहले तुम
At first, you were Sato Pradhan,
प्रधान
and then you went through the stages of Sato, Rajo, and Tamo.
रज्जु तमो में आए हैं. अभी तुम
You have now understood that you have fallen.
हम नीचे गिरे हुए हैं.
You are at the confluence age and you understand from this knowledge that you have stepped away from everything else.
सारी दुनिया नीचे गिरी हुई
The world has already
और हम
is going towards that degraded stage. So Baba says you are at the confluence age and you understand from this knowledge that you have stepped away from everything else, and that if you stay in the remembrance of Shiv Baba, that is then the land of Shiva is not far away.
दूर नहीं है. शिव बाबा
If you don't remember Shiv Baba at all, then the land of Shiva is very far away.
तो शिवालय बहुत दूर है. सजाएं खाने
Punishment then has to be experienced, then you will become very distant.
जाता है.
The Father doesn't give you children any difficulty.
जास्ती तकलीफ नहीं देते हैं.
Firstly,
क्या कहते हैं?
what does Baba say?
एक तो बार
Firstly, Baba repeatedly tells you that you have to become pure in your thoughts, words, and deeds.
पवित्र बनना है.
Those eyes deceive you a great deal.
संदर्भ में बाबा समझाते हैं कि ये आंखें बड़ा धोखा देती हैं,
You have to be very careful while moving along.
संभाल कर चलना होता है।
Baba has explained that the trance and yoga are completely separate from one another.
बाबा ने समझाया है कि ध्यान और योग बिल्कुल अलग है। ध्यान में जाना माना
What do you mean by going into the trance? It's about becoming a trance messenger. So today Baba explains trance and yoga are completely different. Yoga means remembrance. You can remember with open eyes. The trance is not called yoga. When someone goes into trance, that's neither called knowledge nor yoga. Maya attacks a lot on those who go into the trance. Therefore, you have to remain very cautious about that. There has to be very systematic remembrance of the Father. If you perform any unlawful actions, Maya will make you fall right down. You must never have any desire for trance. Become completely ignorant of the knowledge of all desires. You mustn't have any desires at all. The Father fulfills all your desires without your asking for anything, but only if you follow His directions. If you disobey His directions and take the wrong path, it's then possible that instead of going to heaven, you will fall into hell.
उल्टा रास्ता लिया तो हो सकता है स्वर्ग में जाने के बदले नरक में गिर जाए.
It is sung that the alligator ate the elephant. Baba just remembers that phrase. The alligator ate the elephant. Those who gave this knowledge to many who used to offer bhog are no longer here, because they disobeyed all the rules. They left and they belonged completely to Maya. There was such a wave where even the trance messengers used to conduct their classes based on their own dictates, and then they belonged to Maya. So instead of becoming deities, they became devils. This is why you have to be very cautious on this path. You have to control yourselves. We have to ask the instrument souls, then we have to go into trance, then we have to get Baba's message. So we must have such controlling power on ourselves before we do something. So the Father cautions you, children, don't disobey Srimad. It was by following the devilish dictates that you went into the descending stage. From being so high, look where have you reached. You have reached the very bottom. Just look at the entire Brahma. Just by following my own dictates, where have I reached? You have reached the very bottom. Even now, if you don't follow Srimad but become careless, your status gets destroyed.
बने तो पद भ्रष्ट बन जाएंगे. बाबा ने
Baba also explained yesterday,
जो कुछ
when you do something without Srimad, there is a lot of disservice done.
आधार बिगर सेवा करते हैं, बहुत डिसर्विस करते हैं.
If you do something without the service also should be based on Srimad by following the rules and the code of conduct.
निमित्त आत्माओं से
We must get along with the instrument souls and then move along. If you do something without Srimad, you continue to fall.
गिरते ही जाएं. बिगर श्रीमत
If we do something without, suppose, if we are doing service without
सेवा जमा नहीं होगी.
Srimad, then the service doesn't go into the account of accumulation. Of course, the souls get benefited, but Baba's name can't be glorified.
बाबा ने शुरू से माताओं
From the beginning, the mothers,
निमित्त रख
Baba has made mothers instruments because it is mothers who are given the urn.
वंदे मातरम.
It is sung salutations to the mothers.
कल ही हमारा प्रजासत्ताक दिन गया.
Yesterday we celebrated Republic Day,
जनमन गण को याद
where the public remembered and they sang the song that is Vande Mataram in Hindi, which means salutations to mothers.
माताओं की एक
Baba had set up a committee of mothers and handed everything over to them.
जब अपनी प्रॉपर्टी
When Baba had to will the property,
की एक
then Baba had made a committee of 8 members, that is, of mothers and sisters. So Baba handed everything over to them.
अपनी चल अचल संपत्ति
Baba gave everything.
माताओं बहनों के आगे समर्पण.
He just handed everything in front of those mothers and
ट्रस्ट
sisters. Daughters are trustworthy.
विश्वास के पात्र होती हैं. पुरुष
It is generally men who go bankrupt.
मारते हैं.
Therefore, the father places the urn on the mothers.
रखते हैं. इस ज्ञान मार्ग
On this path of this knowledge, even mothers go bankrupt.
में माताएं भी देवाला मार सकती हैं. पद्मा पदम भाग्य
Those who are to become multi-million times fortunate can be defeated by Maya and they go bankrupt.
वो भी माया से हार खाए देवाला मार सकते हैं. इसमें स्त्री पुरुष दोनों देवाला मार सकते हैं.
Here, both men and women can go bankrupt.
सिर्फ पुरुष देवाला मारते हैं.
Outside, it is just men who go bankrupt because in the world, the men usually go bankrupt while running their business. Here, look how many were defeated and they just left.
गोया देवा
This means they went bankrupt.
बाप बैठ समझ
The father sits here and explains that the people of Bharat have become completely bankrupt.
देवाला मारा है. माया कितनी जबरदस्त है.
Maya is so powerful, they don't understand what they were and from where they have completely fallen down.
एकदम आकर गिरे.
Here too, while climbing up, they forget Srimad and begin to follow their own dictates and then they go bankrupt.
चलते हैं तो देवाला मार देते हैं.
Therefore, what would their condition be?
उनका क्या हाल होगा. यहाँ तो
Outside, they go bankrupt and after 5 to 7 years, they become active again.
वापस खड़े हो जाते हैं. ये तो
Here they go bankrupt for 84 births and they can't claim a high
नीचे ही
status.
देवाला मार
And they continue to go bankrupt.
फिर उच्च पद पा न सके देवाला मारते ही रहते हैं कितनी
So many Maharathis used to uplift so many, but they themselves are no longer here today. They went bankrupt.
आज है नहीं देवाले में है यहाँ
Here the status is very high. Nevertheless, if you are not cautious, you can fall right down from the very top.
तो ऊपर से एकदम नीचे गिर पड़े
Maya completely swallows you.
माया हप कर लेती है
You children have to be very cautious.
खबरदार होना है
There is nothing to be gained by setting up the committees and following your own dictates.
हाथ बनाना उसमें कुछ रखा नहीं है हाँ? जब देखते हैं निमित्त
When we just see that the instrument sister who is not educated,
वो अपनी मनमत से कमेटियां बनाते हैं
so they just make committees based on their own dictates. So that's why Baba says
रखा नहीं
nothing will be gained from such
बाप
things.
से बुद्धि योग
Connect your intellects in yoga with the Father.
जिससे ही सतो प्रधान बनना है
By doing this, you will become Sato Pradhan.
बाप से योग नहीं लगाते
If after belonging to the Father, you don't have yoga with the Father but disobey Srimad, you fall down completely.
गिर पड़ते हैं क्योंकि कनेक्शन ही
Because the connection is then broken,
फिर वो रिस्पेक्ट नहीं रहता
then
एक दो पर
we don't respect each other,
मानते
we don't even trust.
नहीं लिंक टूट पड़ता
If the link is broken, check yourself as to why Maya is troubling you so much.
तो चेक करना चाहिए कि माया
Try to connect yourselves to the Father.
तंग क्यों करती है कोशिश
How else would your batteries become recharged?
लिंक जोड़नी चाहिए नहीं तो बैटरी
Your batteries become discharged when you perform sinful actions.
कर्म करने से बैटरी डिस्चार्ज हो जाती है
You fall down while ascending.
चढ़ते गिर पड़ते हैं
Baba knows that there are many like that.
ऐसे कई हैं
At the beginning, so many came and belonged to Baba.
शुरू में कितने ढेर आकर बाप के बने भट्टी में
They came into the bhakti, and where are they today?
आज कहाँ हैं
They fell because they remembered the old world.
की पुरानी याद
The Father says, I am now inspiring you to have unlimited disinterest.
अभी बाबा कहते हैं हाँ, इसलिए बाबा कहते हैं
That's why Baba says,
तुमको
I am now inspiring you to have unlimited disinterest. Don't attach your heart to this old impure world.
अतीत दुनिया से दिल नहीं लगानी है
Attach your heart to heaven.
तो नई
This does require effort.
स्वर्ग से मेहनत है
If you want to become like Lakshmi or Narayan, you do have to make some effort.
तो मेहनत करनी पड़े
Let your intellect's yoga be connected to the one Father.
बाप के साथ होना चाहिए
Have disinterest in this old world.
दुनिया से वैराग्य अब हमारा फोकस नई दुनिया की तरफ
Now the focus is on that new world because it's fine because you forget the old world, but what should you remember?
पुरानी दुनिया को भूल जाएं
The land of peace and the land of happiness.
भल
Remember the Father as much as possible while you are walking, sitting, and moving along.
दुनिया को तो भूल जाएं पर याद किस
Baba says it's okay to forget the old world, but what should be remembered? the land of peace and the land of happiness.
जितना हो
Remember the
सके
Father as much
उठके
as possible
बैठे
while you are
चलते
walking,
फिरते
sitting, and moving around.
बाप को याद करो बेहद
Remember
सुख
the
के
heaven of unlimited happiness.
स्वर्ग को याद करो
This is very easy.
ये तो बिल्कुल सहज है
When you go in the opposite direction of both
से
these instructions, that is, remember, Baba gave two instructions, that is, we have to remember the Father
दुनिया में आना है
and we have to remember the Father's place, that is the land of peace, and the land of happiness, that is remember the heaven. So when we don't follow these two instructions, the status gets destroyed.
तुम यहाँ
You have come here to change from an ordinary human into Narayan.
नारायण बनने के लिए
So you tell everyone that they have to become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan because this is the return journey.
सतो प्रधान बनना
The repetition of the history and geography of the world means the heaven changes into hell
कि अब
and the hell then changes into heaven.
वापस घर जाना है नई
Because this is the time to return home and then come into that new world.
हमारी
This is our return journey.
वर्ल्ड की
This cycle continues to turn.
माना नर्क से फिर वापस
The Father has told you to sit here as the spinners of the discus of self-realization.
नर्क ये चक्र फिरता ही रहता है
Stay in remembrance of this. We have been around this cycle so many times.
बच्चों को क्या सिखाते
What does Baba teach us children?
यहाँ क्लास में आकर
So Baba says, when you come and sit in the class, when you are sitting in front of Bab Dada,
स्वदर्शन
you must spin the discus of self-realization.
कर बैठो
Stay in remembrance of this. We have been around this cycle so many times.
ये चक्कर लगाया
We are the spinners of the discus of self-realization,
स्वदर्शन चक्रधारी हैं
and we are now becoming deities once again.
ता बनते हैं
No one in the world knows this secret.
इस राज को नहीं जानते हैं
Deities are not going to listen to this knowledge because they are already pure.
तो सुनाना नहीं है वो तो है ही
They don't have such knowledge that they would blow the conch shell.
ज्ञान है नहीं
Because they are already pure, there is no need for them to be given a symbol of this.
दूसरों को भी ज्ञान सुनाए वो सेवा तो करेंगे नहीं वहाँ
That symbol is given when both together form the four-armed image. So Baba says there is neither this knowledge nor the service to be done in that golden age.
इसलिए उनको निशानी देने की दरकार ही नहीं
They are already pure, that's why there is no need for them to be given a signal of this. That is
ज्ञान
the conch shell and the discus
कमल फूल
and the lotus.
निशानी तब होती है
So Baba says the symbol is given only both together form that four-armed image.
भुज होते हैं
You are not given that symbol either because today you are becoming deities, but tomorrow you fall.
ब्राह्मणों को भी
Maya makes you fall.
नहीं दे सकते हैं क्योंकि
The Father makes you into deities and the Maya makes you into devils.
कल फिर नीचे गिर जा एक रस नहीं
Maya tests you in many ways because our stage is not constant.
निशानी नहीं
That's why we can't be given those symbols. Maya tests you in various ways. It's only when the Father explains everything that you can realize how you have really fallen from that stage.
अनेक प्रकार
So many powerless, Maya just takes that paper in various ways.
जब समझाते हैं
So when Father explains everything, then we realize how much we have fallen
हमारी
from our stage.
अवस्था गिरी हुई है
So many poor, helpless souls accumulated everything that they had in Shiv Baba's treasure store.
शिव बाबा के
But
खजाने
in
में
spite of
जमा
that,
कराए,
they were sometimes defeated by Maya.
कभी माया से हार खा देते हैं।
Once you belong to Shiv Baba,
शिव
why do
बाबा
you
के
forget
बन
him?
गए, फिर भूल क्यों जाते?
The pilgrimage of remembrance is
याद
the main
रखना
thing in this.
हमें जरा भी माया ना आए।
We should always be cautious that there is no chance for
सब
Maya to
कुछ
come.
समर्पण करने
Because
के बाद
if, despite surrendering everything to Baba, still I'm forgetting Baba,
इसमें
then what's.
योग की यात्रा
So
मुख्य
Baba says we should find out the reasons, and Baba tells that the pilgrimage of remembrance is the main thing in this, and this is the only
योग
thing that
से
must
ही
be
पवित्र बनना,
taken care. It's
नॉलेज
only by
के
having
साथ
yoga that you
साथ
can become pure.
पवित्रता भी चाहिए।
Together with this knowledge, purity is also
बुलाते
needed.
भी हो
You called out, Baba,
बाबा
come and
हमको
purify
आप
us so that we can go to
पवित्र
heaven. The
जो
pilgrimage
हम
of remembrance is for you
स्वर्ग
to
में
become
जा
pure and claim a high status.
तो याद की यात्रा से ही पावन बन उच्च पद पाने के लिए ही बाबा को कहते हैं। जो चले
Even those who left will definitely go to the land of Shiva because they have heard some of this knowledge.
तो शिवालय में आएंगे जरूर।
Whatever status they may claim, they will definitely
कैसा
come.
भी पाए, परंतु
If they have remembered the Father even once, they will go to heaven, but they won't receive a high
एक
status.
बार भी याद किया तो स्वर्ग में आएंगे, बाकी उच्च पद नहीं।
Don't be
स्वर्ग
happy
का
just
नाम
hearing the name of heaven.
सुन खुश नहीं होना चाहिए।
After you have failed, you mustn't be happy with the status worth just a
पैसे का
pennies.
पद पा लेना, उसमें खुश
Although that is heaven, there are many different levels of
सबका
status.
लक्ष्य है ना उच्च पद पाने।
Of course, everyone just wishes to attain that high status.
सबका
Sisters and
लक्ष्य
brothers,
है
can you raise your
उच्च पद
hands?
पाने।
Of course, all of you have, right?
पूरा पुरुषार्थ कर।
So you must make that complete effort.
फल स्वर्ग हैं, परंतु उसमें पद
Although that is heaven, there are many different levels of status. You would have the feeling that you are a servant or a cleaner.
मैं नौकर हूँ, मेहतर हूँ,
At the end, you will have visions of what you are to
तुमको
become.
सब साक्षात्कार होगा। हम क्या
What sins have I performed that I have reached this condition? Why didn't I not become an empress? By remaining cautious at every step as you move along, you can become multimillionaires.
कदम कदम पर खबरदारी से चलने से ही तुम पद्मपति बन सकते हो।
If you are not cautious, you can't become multimillionaires.
नहीं तो पद्मपति भी नहीं बन सकेंगे।
The deities are shown in the temples with the status of a lotus.
पद्मपति की निशानी दिखाते हैं।
You can understand the difference. There is a lotus which is being shown.
फर्क तो समझ सकते हैं ना,
In the deities'
दर्जे का भी
palm.
फर्क है।
So Baba says there is a lot of difference in the status even now, because everyone studies.
समान दर्जे को
Everyone will not attain the same status.
तो ये
Even now, look
वर्ग भेद
the differences based on the position or the status. Of course, there will be various positions and status because everyone will attain that status based on the efforts that they have made.
का भी बहुत फर्क है।
Even now, look how many different levels of status there are. They have so much splendor.
कितना फर्क है।
All of that is temporary happiness.
जो ऑफिसर बने
the one who becomes the
हाथ से
official, somebody becomes an official, then
मैनेजर बनेगा वो कितने थाट से
all the high position holders, they definitely have their pride or their intoxication in leading that playing that role.
है तो अल्पकाल का सुख
Of course, all of that is temporary happiness. The Father says, you all raise your hands for claiming a high status. Therefore, effort definitely has to be made for that.
सब हाथ उठाते
Even some of those who raise their hands are finished off.
हैं
When Baba asks you,
श्री लक्ष्मी
who would like to
नारायण बनेंगे
claim the position of Sri Lakshmi or Narayan, or Sri Ram or Sita,
महारानी
do you wish to become an emperor or the empress? Who raises the hands?
हाथ उठाओ
Raise your hands. Just show to Baba.
ये लक्ष्य
This is the aim.
गए ऐसा नहीं
It doesn't mean that you have already become.
इतना
So Baba says, of course, your effort also must be of that quality.
उठाने वाले
Even some of those who raise their hands are finished off. Then others ask, are these ones going to become deities?
देवता बनने वाले थे
Instead of making effort, they were finished off.
करते खत्म हो गए हाँ? ये तो हाथ उठाते थे
Because then we come across and people ask questions. These souls were raising their hands to,
और ये पुरुषार्थ
when Baba asked them to raise their hands, and while making effort, they just disappear.
उठाना
It's easy to raise your hand, and it's also easy to explain to many.
समझाना भी
However, some Maharathis also disappear while explaining to others.
समझाते भी गायब हो जाते
While benefiting others, they cause themselves a loss.
महारथी भाई बहनें
We have such Maharathi brothers and sisters who have left.
औरों का कल्याण कर
While benefiting others, they cause themselves a loss.
कर बैठते हैं
This is why the Father says, be very cautious.
क्या समझाते हैं
What does Father say? Baba says, be very cautious. Become introverted and remember the Father.
अंतर्मुख होकर बाप को याद करना है
How Baba is our teacher, Father, and our Satguru.
खुद की स्व चेकिंग
So we have to remain introverted and we have to check ourselves and then remember the Father.
किस प्रकार से याद करना
Baba is our Father, teacher, and Satguru.
हमारा बाप भी है
We are going to our sweet home. You should have all of this knowledge in you.
और हम जा रहे हैं
The Father has both this knowledge and yoga, but you should have both of this.
ये सब ज्ञान अंदर में होना
You know that Shiv Baba is teaching you. Therefore, that is knowledge as well as remembrance. This knowledge and yoga must be together.
चाहिए
Don't think that you will only have to sit in remembrance of Shiv Baba and forget about this knowledge.
ज्ञान भी हुआ याद भी हुई
While the Father is teaching you yoga, does he forget this knowledge?
इकट्ठा चलता है ऐसे
All of this knowledge remains in him.
में बैठ शिव बाबा को याद करते रहे
You children have to have this knowledge, you have to study it.
योग
Whatever actions I perform, others who see me will also do the same.
मंथन रिवीजन भी होता रहे बाप योग सिखाते हैं
Baba teaches yoga,
भूल जाते हैं
so does he forget the knowledge?
सारी नॉलेज उनमें रहे
Baba has the knowledge,
तुम बच्चों में ये
so you children also should have this knowledge.
पढ़ना चाहिए
You have to study it.
जैसा
Whatever actions I perform, others who see me will also do the same.
ये ब्रह्मा बाबा
This was the slogan of Brahma Baba.
की जैसा
Whatever I do, others also do the same thing.
और भी करे तो बाबा सदा अपने
So Baba used to pay attention on himself.
मैं मुरली
If I don't study the Murli, then neither will others study it.
नहीं पढ़ेंगे. ये attention
This is the attention we have to keep on ourselves.
मैं
If
जैसे
I
दुर्गति
if I go into the degradation, others will also do that,
दुर्गति को पालेंगे.
and then I will have become instrumental in making others fall.
औरों को गिराने के लिए. इसलिए
That's why
मुरली क्लास में
we should come and listen to the Murli in class,
ताकि हम मुरली
so that we read the Murli, we can at least we listen to the Murli directly. Many children don't study the Murli and they have false ego. Maya soon attacks them.
मिथ्या अहंकार आ जाता है.
Srimad is needed at every step.
वार कर लेती है. कदम कर
Otherwise, one or another sinful act is performed.
चलना है. नहीं तो कुछ
Many children make many mistakes and then everything is destroyed. When you make mistakes, Maya slaps you and makes you worth not a penny.
है. फिर सत्यानाश हो जाती है.
A lot of understanding is needed for this.
सत्य है.
Whatever truth is there,
सत्यता का
that
नाश हो जाता
the conscience which guides us, that itself will be killed.
है. माया थप्पड़
So Baba says, when you become arrogant,
पेनी
when you make mistakes, Maya slaps you and makes you worth not a penny.
बना देती है.
A lot of understanding is needed for this. When you become arrogant, Maya makes you perform many sinful actions.
माया बहुत विकर्म करा देती है.
When you set up a committee, one or two females should definitely be at the head.
उसमें हेड एक दो फीमेल
Everything can be accomplished with their advice.
चलो भाई हम बहुत बुद्धिमान हैं.
Of course, brothers are very smart and they are very creative
बहुत सेवा कर
and they can contribute a lot in service,
ग्रुप्स बनाए
and they make the various groups.
हैं. तो बाबा कहते हैं
So Baba says every committee should have a sister, or
एक दो फीमेल
so sister should be the head.
जिनकी राय पर
Based on her advice, things can be done.
जो निमित्त बनी हुई एक दो बहनें हैं.
One or two,
बात माने. कलश तो लक्ष्मी पर रखा जाता है ना. गायन भी हैं. अमृत पिलाती थी तो असुर
devils
भी
came to drink
बैठ.
it. There are those who cause obstacles in the yajna.
यज्ञ में विघ्न डालते हैं. अनेक
There are those who create many types of obstacles.
अब यज्ञ में कौन विघ्न डालते
Who creates obstacles in the yajna?
बाहर वाले अज्ञानी तो अब
So
समझ गए
the ignorant, the people of the world, they have recognized the call of the time.
तो सहयोगी
They are becoming cooperative,
अब जो यज्ञ में विघ्न
and
आते हैं
so all the obstacles which are now faced in the sacrificial fire,
में ही विघ्न.
so we Brahmins only become obstacles.
सारा दिन बुद्धि में
Throughout the day, they only have gossip in their intellects.
रहते हैं.
This is very bad. Report to the Father everything that happens after becoming Babas. If we get into the qualities of, if we get into the gossips,
बुद्धि में रहती है तो ये बहुत खराब.
Baba says it's a very bad habit.
कोई भी बात
Report to the Father everything that happens.
बाबा का डायरेक्शन.
Baba's direction is,
कोई भी बात है
if anything is there, just report to the Father.
करो.
Only the one Father can reform you.
तो एक ही बात.
You mustn't take the law into your hands.
तुम अपने हाथ में लॉ नहीं उठाओ.
Just stay in remembrance of the Father.
गलत कर रहा
If someone is doing something wrong,
उसकी बातें करके
we must not
वातावरण
get into their things and spread that in the atmosphere and tell everyone,
क्योंकि सुधारने वाला
because only the one Father can reform such souls.
आए हैं
There are instrument souls, we must just tell them.
अपने हाथ में
We must not take law into our own hands.
तुम बाबा की
Just stay in remembrance of the Father, then give everyone his introduction.
परिचय दो तब
Only then will you be able to become like them.
माया
Maya is very strong. She doesn't leave anyone alone.
किसको भी नहीं छोड़
Always write your news to the Father. Continue to take directions from Him.
लिखना चाहिए डायरेक्शन लेते रहना चाहिए
You receive the directions for everything anyways.
डायरेक्शन मिलते ही रहते हैं बच्चे समझ
You children think that because Baba has explained something about a particular person, he himself must be Antaryami.
समझा दिया तो बाबा तो अंतर्यामी है ना बाबा
However, Father says, no, I teach you this knowledge.
मैं तो नॉलेज पढ़ाता हूँ इसमें अंतर्यामी
There is no question of being Antaryami in this.
हाँ ये
Yes, I do know all of you are my children.
कि ये सब
The soul in each one is a child of mine.
बाबा जानते हैं
Baba knows that all the souls are his children.
आत्माएं मेरे बच्चे हैं नंबरवार पुरुषार्थ
Of course, they are number wise in making efforts.
के अंदर की
The soul which is present in everyone is Baba's child.
आत्मा जो शरीर के अंदर
The soul which is inside each body, that is the child of Baba. It isn't it that the Father is present in each one?
बाप सब में विराज
People have misunderstood this.
ये उल्टा समझ
The Father says, I know each one is a soul and he is sitting on his throne.
जानता हूँ सबके तख्त पर
These are such easy matters.
तख्त पर मस्तक रूपी तख्त पर आत्मा विराजमान है ये तो
In spite of that, they forget this and they say God is omnipresent.
ही भूल कर परमात्मा सर्वव्यापी कह देते हैं ये है
Due to this one mistake, everyone has fallen so much.
कारण ही इतना नीचे
You insult the one who is making you into the masters of the world.
वाले को तुम गाली देते
This is why the Father says, when there is extreme irreligiousness in Bharat, I come.
धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति जब इतनी ग्लानि हो जाती
When the world reaches that extreme level of irreligiousness and unrighteousness, then Baba comes. Therefore, you children should churn the ocean of this knowledge very well.
चार सागर मंथन करना है
Make time to churn this knowledge very well.
बहुत मंथन करना चाहिए टाइम देना
Only then, Baba says, you must spend your time to churn the knowledge, then only you will be able to benefit yourselves.
पैसे
It's not a question of money in this. No one is going to starve to death.
भूख तो कोई मर न सके अगर सेवा में कुछ धन भी लगाते
If we invest in service,
मर न सके
no one will be,
जितना जो बाप
no one will starve to death. Whatever each of you accumulates with the Father, you will accordingly create your fortune.
ये बनता है
The Father has explained that
सेवा के कार्य
because Baba uses all your resources in the service,
भाग्य बने
so the soul's fortune will be created.
समझाया
Baba has explained that after this knowledge and devotion, there is disinterest.
भक्ति का फल में
The fruit of this devotion, the fruit of the devotion is knowledge,
वैराग्य
and this knowledge when we understand the knowledge, then we have disinterest in all the rituals of the path of devotion. Then disinterest in today's Murli means to forget everything,
सब बातों से आसक्ति
to so that there will not be any interest in anything.
डिटैच
You should detach yourself.
शरीर
I, this soul, I'm leaving this body.
आत्मा अब जा रही है रोज
We have to practice this.
करना सब कुछ भूल जाए
We must forget, we must have the practice of getting detached from this body.
अब हम जा
Now we are going to our home.
परम धाम अच्छा
Acha,
मीठे मीठे
to you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, father, and Bap Dada.
और गुड मॉर्निंग
The spiritual father says, Namaste to you, spiritual children.
रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते
And we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning, namaste to the mother, father, and Bap Dada.
प्यार गुड मॉर्निंग और नमस्ते
The essence for Dharna, the first one.
मुख्य सार है सारा दिन कर्म योग में
Imbibed during the day's Karma Yoga.
सारी मुरली न भी याद
Even if we don't remember the entire Murli, so these important points have to be remembered.
पॉइंट है अपने ऊपर बहुत कंट्रोल
Have great control over yourself. Never become careless about following Srimad.
में कभी बेपरवाह नहीं बनना है
Remain very, very cautious.
बहुत बहुत खबरदार रहना है
Never break any laws.
कभी कोई कायदे का उल्लंघन ना ये ध्यान के लिए बाबा ने
Baba draws our attention towards
मन मर्जी से
never,
ध्यान में के पार्ट में
you shouldn't go into trance based on your own dictates.
निमित्त बहनों
We must always ask the instrument souls, then go into trance.
और श्रीमत का
Then we must always keep Srimad in front of us.
दूसरी पॉइंट
And we have to remain very, very cautious. Second, become introverted and link your intellect to the One Father.
से बुद्धि के
Have unlimited disinterest in this impure old world.
अंतर्मुख होकर
Baba says the second point of Dharana is remain introverted and remember the Father.
से बुद्धि के लिंग
We must link our intellect to the One Father.
इस पुरानी पतित दुनिया से
Have unlimited disinterest in this impure old world.
हद का वैराग्य रखना है
Keep it in your intellect that others will copy whatever actions they see you perform.
बुद्धि में रहे जो कर्म मैं करूँगा मुझे देख सब करेंगे बाबा के पुराने ज्ञानी योगी बच्चे
Baba's old, knowledgeable and yogi children,
रखना है
they must definitely remember whatever actions you perform, the people will see you. All the children who are yet to come, who are already come, they follow you.
सब करेंगे आज का प्यारी बाप दादा का
Today's blessing.
वरदान है ज्ञान
May you revise points of this knowledge every day and thereby become embodiments of solutions and emperors of the land free from sorrow.
समाधान स्वरूप बनने वाले बेगमपुर के बादशाह भव ज्ञान की पॉइंट्स वरदान का विस्तार
Every day, revise points of this knowledge that you have in your diaries and intellects and make them your practical experience.
हैं उन्हें रोज रिवाइज करो
you will then easily be able to find a solution to any type of problem.
लाओ तो किसी भी प्रकार की समस्या का सहज ही समाधान कर लेंगे। कभी
Never
भी
waste your
व्यर्थ
time in trying to break the rock of
संकल्प के
problem with the
हैमर
hammer of
से
waste thoughts.
हैमर माना हथौड़ी से समस्या के पत्थर को तोड़ने में समय नहीं
Take a
लगेगा।
high jump over them with the awareness of the word Brahma and move forward.
शब्द की स्मृति से हाई जंप दे आगे बढ़ो। फिर
Those
ये
old
पुराने
sanskars will then become your servants,
आपके
but you
दास
must
बन
first become an
जाएंगे।
emperor seated on your throne.
लेकिन पहले बादशाह बनो, तख्त नशीन बनो। बेगमपुर के बादशाह बनो।
Baba says, first of all, you must be an emperor seated on your throne. That will enable you find solution to any type of problem. Slogan: to give everyone regard is to receive regard.
सम्मान प्राप्त करना है। हरेक को सम्मान देना ही
To give everyone regard is to receive regard.
अव्यक्त इशारा इस अव्यक्ति मास में बंधन मुक्त रह
In
जीवन मुक्त
Avyakt signal: in this Avyakt month, stay free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life. It's only by experiencing bondage in life that you can experience the liberation in life.
जीवन मुक्त का अनुभव होता है।
There, in the golden age, there is no question of
वहाँ
bondage.
सतयुग में तो जीवन मुक्त बंध की बात ही नहीं। वहाँ तो
There, you will
सिर्फ
just be in the state of your reward.
प्रारब्ध में होंगे।
You will not be able to experience the liberation of land of liberation that you experience now.
जो अभी कर सकते हो
Therefore,
वो वहाँ
you can experience liberation and liberation in life at the confluence age.
मुक्ति का अनुभव मुक्ति धाम में होगा।
We will not be able to experience that stage when we are in the land of silence, or we will not be able to experience that perfect happiness when we are in that land of happiness. So this is the time, that is the confluence age. We can experience both liberation and liberation in life. You have claimed a right to your inheritance, so now inculcate that into your life and take the full benefit of it.
पूरा लाभ उठाओ। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
ओम शांति। गुजरात जोन के जो भी सेवाधारी भाई बहने आए हैं, मधुबन वरदान भूमि में आप
All the Gujarat serviceable sisters and brothers who have come from Gujarat, a warm welcome to all of you.
आज की दिनचर्या में अभी आज और कल में सेवाधारी पहुंच रहे हैं, तो विशेष शाम को 6 से 8 आप सभी का योग डायमंड हॉल में यहाँ ही रहेगा।
Your yoga is from 6 to 8, that is at Diamond Hall, and Amrit Vela will be at Diamond
उसी
Hall.
अनुसार सभी यहाँ पहुँचेंगे। बाकी डायमंड हॉल के सेवाधारी जो मणिनगर सब जोन के कनेक्शन के हैं, जो भी सेवा
The Diamond Hall
अभी क्लास के बाद यहाँ ही थोड़ा टाइम
service which was allotted to Maninagar, you are requested to be here so that you will be guided about your service.
सभी सेवा केंद्रों से सेवाधारी पहुँचे हैं, वे डायमंड हॉल के बहनों की तरफ के गेट नंबर 5 पर इकट्ठे होकर राधनपुर की प्रमिला बहन से मिलेंगे, वो उनको सेवा देंगे। सूरत और वलसाड़ सब जोन के जो भी सेवाधारी सिक्योरिटी, रोटी, फायर और सब्जी विभाग की सेवा के लिए आए हैं,
All the sisters and brothers who have come from Surat, who will be allotted to the departments of roti, vegetable or fire safety,
में आप सभी पहुंचेंगे।
you will be at Dadiji's meeting hall where the Ranjan sister will meet all of you.
सेवा केंद्र की की जयाबेन के लौकिक भाई
the Laukik brother of Sanchan's sister.
बहरामपुर के कनेक्शन से थे.
He was in connection from Orissa.
अपना
He has left his
पार्थिव
mortal
शरीर
coil
त्याग किया है और बाबा की गोद
and
ली
he has
है.
taken Bab Dada's lap.
67 वर्ष से वो
He-
वो 67 उनकी
His
शरीर की
age
आयु थी
was
और
67
49 वर्षों
and
से
he has been in Baba's
पवित्र कुमार
Gyan
जीवन
since
व्यतीत कर रहे
49
थे.
years.
अनेक सेवा केंद्र उप सेवा केंद्र खोलने के निमित्त बने हैं.
He has been
अनेक
instrumental
कन्याओं
in
को
opening
यज्ञ में
various
समर्पित
centers and
कराया
he
है.
also
तो ऐसी
enabled
श्रेष्ठ
various
आत्मा
a
को
number of Kumaris
योग में
taking
सकाश
this
देंगे
path, and
और हमारी श्रद्धांजलि मन
they
के
are
द्वारा
also surrendered
प्रदर्शित
in the
करेंगे.
centers.
ओम
So let's send our good wishes to that soul. Let's remember Baba.
सच हल्का बनाता है, वजन नहीं है उसका, वैल्यू बहुत है।
Value is immense.
तो सच में शक्ति क्यों वैल्यू है?
Why does truth have value and power?
वैल्यू इतनी है जो अभी
Because its value
वैल्यू
is
हमको
so great
हमारी
that it
बढ़ी ना,
increases our own
तो
value.
अंदर से बहुत शरीर में है,
While we are in this body, our inner worth rises.
शरीर छोड़ तो भी हमारे पास कमाई
Even
है।
after leaving this body, the earnings that we
एक
made
सत्य
remains within
परमात्मा
us.
है,
There is
दूसरा
one
मैं आत्मा
truth that
सत्य
is the
हूँ,
supreme
तीसरा
being.
कर्म
The
संबंध में
second,
होते सत्य है।
the soul, and the truth,
कर्म
the
में है,
truth which
संबंध
is
में
seen in
देह में
our
है,
actions and relationships.
संबंध में है, दुनिया में है,
The actions,
कर्म में
body, or
है,
relationships of the
तो
world.
सत्य
All this exists because the truth is the highest among them.
झूठ
The falsehood, what can I say? It can lead us into many wrong things.
बहुत रंग कराता है।
Om Shanti.